Everybody, we know that kids love Halloween, but adults love it equally. And that's why Ken is here to show us an inexpensive way to create a rich and elegant look for your mantle that's both spooky and sophisticated. Yes. When I think of you, I also think spooky and sophisticated.
Many people do.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you know, so we're because of young kids, we've been full in Halloween. Like from here on out, we want to really decorate, but I don't want to have like orange and black pumpkins all over the house for like 3 weeks. You know, it's going to drive me crazy. So I want something that's a little bit more sophisticated. Friends come over for cocktails and dinner. It appeals to the adults. And this is also a trend that you see in a lot of the magazines now. So I wanted to show everyone at home how to get that same look, but for much less.
It's not ghosts and goblins. It's eerie elegance is what you call it.
Eerie elegance, yes, sir. Yes,
I love it. I love the name.
Wow,
and I did one of these a few seasons ago, but not quite as elegant, so I wanted to sort of refresh everyone and give them some new tips.
Nice.
So
you brought a table of all kinds of goodies.
Stuff. So let's start off. We're going to take down our lovely painting here.
Do you want some help? No.
I got
it.
And we're going to start off by, you still need something up on the wall, and what I found, which I think looks great and is easy, is an old window frame. I got this on Craigslist for $30, but you can often find them for free.
Craigslist, just go into the back alley.
Exactly. In my house, I've got like 4 of them in the basement, but I'm not in my real house. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to frame that because, you know, you always need sort of like a big dramatic piece, and we're just going to use a branch. I'm going to take that ribbon off there. That I got from the hillside.
How many people does it take?
With a couple of, like, you know, those crows you can get for a few
real
dollars.
Crows?
They're real crows. They are now stunned, so they will not move. They're trained.
Wow, it's impressive.
That's very easy. Yeah, and you can get those for, like, little...
Oh!
There's a ghost in here.
That was planned.
Oh, my goodness.
That's one of Woody's pranks. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Nothing like live TV.
I know, exactly.
Of
course, this, like, stayed here earlier
Is
today.
it because, let's turn him this way.
Right.
You get something else.
I'll get something else. So once you've got that up, what we're going to do is start building our levels. And you've seen me do this before. And I'm just going to use our normal candlesticks that are, you know, we're usually here. They're usually very elegant, but we're going to make them a little bit more Halloween-like. We're going to put them there. And then you also know how I'm always using books.
Yes.
You really want to create levels to create interest. And books, to me, also give a sort of
spooky
elegance. So now we've got that. Now let's talk about bringing in some of the Halloween stuff. So you've seen these around, Debbie, I know.
Yes, and they're not cheap either.
Beautiful. They're mercury
expensive.
glass. They're mirrored on the inside.
Oh, wow.
They'll cost you $40 to $60.
Yeah, $50 bucks.
So instead of that, I got the $6 pumpkins that are actually on sale now for 20% off already.
I love
and
that.
spray painted them with silver paint, and then on top of that, I did a clear spray paint to make them super, super nice and shiny. And I'm just going to set those right on top of our candles.
It really does look nice, Ken.
So then you start to get those, and then I did the same thing with the orange ones that we use all the time, those foam ones, and I just spray painted them white. So
affordable, eerie elegance.
So no orange.
No orange. We're going to do everything in silvers and whites.
I'm liking these metallic skull candlesticks.
Well, very good point here. So you always need some big, dramatic, over-the-top piece, and you don't want to spend a lot of money buying something you're going to use for 2 weeks. So I actually made these, and these are actually styrofoam. I made these earlier. I think we have a tape of me putting these together. Super easy. I got wood candlesticks. You want one short, and then you want one tall. So I couldn't find the ones I wanted, so they simply cut the bottom off of one and then put some hot glue on that and made the second one extra tall. Put it on there. It doesn't really matter about the seam. You're not going to see it. So once you've got your 2 candlesticks, basically get a drill with a bit that's as big as the head of your candlestick and drill through your styrofoam head. It's good if you cackle.
You gave him a lobotomy.
There you go. And you're just going to slide that right down on your candlestick. A little bit of glue and slide the next one and then slide the next one. I did them at a slight angle so that the big ones, sort of the skulls, were a little crooked. And then you're going to paint it, and this is very important. Do not spray paint them. Spray painted styrofoam will actually eat away at the styrofoam.
Oh,
so
very good to know.
Put a first coat on with brush-on paint, and then you can spray paint on top of that. So I did those in the base coat of gray, and then I just spray painted the silver on top of that.
The sheen looks spooky.
I did the same thing. I did the gray, and then I did a clear coat on top of that. So that's going to give us our candles.
Do you put candles in there, too?
We're going to put some candles in there.
Cool.
And then you just sort of start to, like, flush it out from there. If you want to pass me that, we did a a crow in a cage. These are also very inexpensive right now.
You do it. This
Thank
is
you.
a little more
Thank you
traditional.
very much. And this is something we used, you know, it serves desserts, but to make it a little spooky, all I'm doing is popping a little skull there. So these are things that you already have around your house.
That is a scary picture.
A little bit of surprise, I'm actually going to put greenery in here, and that really adds to the sort of elegance. This is just artificial ivy, which you don't really think about when you're doing something Halloween-y.
Okay.
And then I just printed out some spooky little pictures in black and white. I'm just going to layer those in there. And then if you want to pass me that
That's like
piece
the
of
twin girls from The
What do you
Shining.
want?
that piece of ribbon,
Here's the ribbon.
to sort of tie it all together, some grosgrain ribbon
Literally.
from our from our gift wrap area, and I'm just going to sort of weave that in and around, which sort of softens everything and ties everything
really cool.
together. Now to really sort of like cap it all off, that's what you
Happy
would
Halloween.
that's what you would put up.
This is what I would put up.
Yeah,
That's
this-
what I have this up.
All I did was I took something very matte and made it very Debbie.
That's right.